In this session, let's start with another feature, which is basically another part, which is area. Now, we all know that the water system is one component, three-phase system. What do you understand by this? It has only one component, which is H2O. That means it contains only one chemical entity, which is H2O. After that, it has three different phases. Which three different phases can be possible? Number one is solid or ice. Number two, liquid or water. And number three, gas or vapor. So ice in contact with water, in contact with vapor. This is the way that how we can have three different phases and one component in contact with each other. Okay? Till now we have studied that which different kinds of curves can be there. For the curve we have f is equal to 1. Right? Now here let's take a look at how the areas goes. Right? So as we have seen that for curve which is OA, OB and OC, in which OA represents water vapor curve, OB represents ice and water vapor, while OC represents ice in contact with water. These are the two-phase systems and they have 1 degree of freedom. Because of it, they are known as monovariants or monovariant degrees of freedom. Now, let's take a look at another one. Another salient feature of our water system is the triple point. Triple point can be denoted by O. The curves OA, OB and OC meet at the triple point O, where all the three phases, liquid water, ice or vapor, are in equilibrium with each other. This occurs at 0.0078 or 76 degrees Celsius and the vapor pressure will be 4.58 mmHg. Since there are three phases and one component, how we can calculate the degrees of freedom here? So let's put all the values here. Capital F is equal to C minus P plus 2. So for C we have value 1. So 1 minus 3 plus 2 is equal to 0. Here we put the value of C as 1, the value of P as 3. As all the three phases are in equilibrium with each other, is equal to 0. Right? So it becomes totally 0. At the triple point, as all the three phases are in contact with each other, are in equilibrium with each other, it is always 0. So we can say that at triple point, the system becomes non-variant. As you can see, at curve it is monovariant. At triple point, it becomes non-variant. That means we can't change any variable, we can't change any values to get the triple point. If we change, then it will be changed again. The values will be changed. Now, let's take a look at the third feature. Which is the third feature here? The third feature is areas. How many areas are here? 3. AOC, AOB and BOC. First one, which is area AOB, it represents the conditions for one phase system, which is water vapor. Only and only one phase, which is water vapor. After that we have area BOC. What does it actually represent? So area BOC represents the conditions for only and only one phase, which is ice. So it shows the solid. AOB shows the gas. In all the three areas, there being one phase and one component system, right? So as you can see here, AOB for water vapor, VOC for ice, and AOB is for water or liquid water, right? So it represents one component, one phase. Let's calculate the capital F. Capital F is equal to C minus P plus 2. Let's put the value of component 1. Let's put the value for phase 1. So we get F is equal to C minus P plus 2. So is equal to 1 minus 1 plus 2. So here F becomes 2. So the value of F is 2. The system in the area becomes bivariant. Okay. So its system contains water, water vapor or ice has 2 degrees of freedom and becomes a bivariant system. Right? This is how we can understand. Now, let's move on to the new point, which is the next one. It is basically a metastable system. Metastable system is also known as supercooled system. I should say a supercooled water or vapor system, right? So here the vapor pressure curve of AO of water, right? So we get AO can be continued past the triple point as shown by the dashed line OA dash. Here we have shown A dash point. That A dash point is a supercooled point, or I should say a metastable point, right? At this particular point we get a curve OA dash which is known as metastable curve or supercooled curve, right? That is, water can be supercooled carefully by eliminating crystals. It is possible. For that you have to eliminate all the crystals from the water. The supercooled water vapor system is a metastable system, or I should say it is an unstable system. In this manner, we can understand that how the water system can be returned, how it can be represented, where it is actually non-variant, where it becomes monovariant, and when it becomes bivariant. All this gives us the freedom to understand water system in very detail, that if we change just only pressure, then which kind of changes will be there. If we change just only temperature, then which kind of change can be observed. And third one, if we change concentration or any kind of particular system, then how we can learn about that kind of system in detail, right? So to understand this kind of systems, we have developed this particular Gibbs phase diagrams and as well as Gibbs phase rule, right? Till now we have studied about particular kind of one component three phase system. Now let's begin with another topic. This topic is polymorphism. What is the meaning of polymorphism actually? So polymorphism is a morph, right? A word morph. On behalf of it or because of it, it is known as polymorphism. So the occurrence of same substance in more than one crystalline form is known as polymorphism. This phenomenon is shown by both the elements and compounds. Here, the individual crystalline forms of an element are referred to as polymorphs or allotropes. And in the case of elements, the term allotropy is often used. It is also known as polymorphism or allotropy. And they are known as polymorphs and allotropes, depending upon whether we will use a compound or whether we will use an element. Okay. Rhombic and monoclinic sulfur are two polymorphs or allotropes of a sulfur. Likewise, we have carbon diamond and carbon graphite, two different forms. One is the strongest one is the softest one, but both of them are the allotropes of each other. Right? Let's take a look at our system. The system that we will start here is the sulfur system. Sulfur system is a one component 4-phase system. How many phases are actually present? So we have two solid polymorphic forms. First one, solid rhombic or rhombic sulfur, SR. Second one is monoclinic sulfur. Third one is sulfur liquid, and last one is sulfur vapor. SR, SM, SL, SV. From this, SR and SM are actually the polymorphs, allotropes of each other. We will take a look in detail of sulfur system in our next session. Thank you so much everyone.